Well, guys, it appears that I'm like on a severe roll today, as some people have already commented. Look, the coffee kicked in. I got a lot of shit going on today, and I got to get all this knocked out because, that's just what I do. Anyway, so a lot of people are living in a state of awe right now, wondering about vaccines. What's going to happen with vaccines? Yes, vaccines are coming. Are they going to be forced? No, they're not going to be forced, at least not right now. Now, will they be enforced? Yes, eventually they will, because they have spent entirely too much money on this thing for you to not take it. Now, the United States in itself is not the first that are going to be getting this vaccine. They're already administering the vaccine in different parts of the world right now as we speak. Africa said, hell no, we're not going to be your guinea pigs anymore. Good for them, I'm glad. So now they're moving on to other countries. The UK, for example, they're starting it there. Australia, they're starting it there. When it hits the United States, and it's coming, they have divided it all up into age brackets. Okay, now if you're over the age of 75, you're not going to be required to take the vaccine, and why not? Well, but let's face it, you're dead already. I mean, you're living on borrowed time, especially if you're in a nursing home, or if you're just an old, miserable fuck sitting out on your porch every single day looking at kids, bitching about the youth. When I was your age, I would have, these kind of people, they're living on borrowed time anyway, so they're not going to be forced to take it. I mean, like I said, they're living on borrowed time as it is. However, now look, there are a lot of naysayers out there that are like, okay, I'm not taking that shit. I'm not going to take it. You're not going to put that shit in me. You're not going to take my gun. You're not going to chip me. And I'm here to tell you right now, yes, you will. And I'll tell you why. Because once it hits the enforcement level, once it comes a time to where you're going to have to take the vaccine, if you don't, they're going to make your life a living fucking hell. The way the system is set up now, they're not going to force you to take it, but you won't be able to do shit. I mean, you won't be able to go anywhere. You won't be able to travel. You won't be able to leave the state. And depending on what state you're in, you won't even be able to leave the county. This is all in the works, people. It's happening. And again, as I said in the previous transmission, I don't give a shit who the president is. He's not going to stop any of this. It's not going to happen, okay? The RFID chip has been in the production phase, and it's already being distributed. People are already getting chipped. There are corporations out there who people would otherwise look at as good jobs. These are good jobs. I'll get chipped if I can have a little job. This is how this is how they're going to do it. They're going to administer it. It's going to be willfully, and they're going to make you want to take it. Because if you don't, they're going to make your life living shit, okay? Well, there's people out there, unless you can self-sustain, vanish off the radar, go somewhere where you'll never be found, which is not possible today. It's simply not possible. Now, 100 years ago, 50 years ago, maybe even, you could vanish off the face of the earth and no one would ever find you. But that's just not, it's just not feasible these days. It's not, they know everything about you, okay? You got a phone, you have a computer, you have family, you have people that know you. Somebody is going to give you up. I mean, that's just the way it is. And they don't even need that. They know exactly where you are. They know your shopping habits. They know the kind of music you listen to. They know the places you like to go. They know your political standpoint. They know everything about you. And this is just Facebook alone. This is just Facebook. Now, I could do a live video and show you how Facebook has got you mapped out to a T. Now, look, a lot of people are like, well, Facebook's watching us. Facebook knows everything about us. This is true. The CIA uses Facebook. It's no secret. It's not a conspiracy theory. It was at one point in time, but then when it came out, holy shit, it's true. They really do know. All you have to do is create a business account, okay? Go to Facebook and create a business account. When you do that, type in Audience Insights. Now, when you go to Audience Insights, they have got every person with a Facebook account mapped out. I'm serious, dead serious. You go to Audience Insights, go into interest, type in anything like chicken. Facebook knows every person out there with an account that likes chicken. Not only that, they can tell you the percentages of male versus female. They can tell you the age bracket. They can tell people that whether you are married, single, or in a relationship. They can tell whether you're your educational level. People that have a master's degree, an associate's degree, a GED, a high school diploma. They know everything. The algorithm of Facebook, you have absolutely no idea until you see it for yourself. I use Facebook all the time to promote shit. I know who to target because Facebook tells me who to target. Type in heavy metal music. It'll give you the exact number of worldwide. Now, you can go just the United States or you can go worldwide. I'll have to show you. If you guys have never used Facebook Business Manager before, if you don't use it, fine, but I would highly recommend you open up a Business Manager account through Facebook and go to Audience Insights and just look. It's terrifying. This is exactly why you go to Amazon or go to eBay or go to any other website where you're looking at one specific product and then you get back on Facebook minutes later and you see an ad for that very product that you were looking up. That's because somebody out there has targeted you. Somebody promoting that product has targeted you. And Facebook collects all of this data about you. They know everything. So if you got a Facebook account, you can just forget disappearing off the face of the earth because they know exactly what kind of atmosphere you like. If you like fishing, they know that. If you like long walks on the beach, they know that. If you like fucking camping in the mountains, they know that. They know everything about you. It's the truth. I mean, you can't get around it. So, just know that. But it's also great for business owners. It's also great for people that engage in drop shipping businesses. If you're promoting something, let's say you want to build a, or not build anything. Let's just say you're selling something on eBay. Let's say you're selling a Trump baby bib. Now, you can go over to your Facebook Business Manager account, you can create an ad, and you can target everyone out there that likes Trump, that has babies, that are shopping for baby bibs. You can literally do that. Businesses do it all the time, and they make millions doing it. And so there's a positive side to it. But I'm digressing. You're not going anywhere. People that say, they're not going to take my guns. No, they're not going to take your guns. They're going to take your bullets. You can have your gun. Have your gun all day. No one gives a shit. Take a gun. Who cares? You're going to fire all your bullets off at the range anyway. You're not going to have any left once they stop manufacturing, and that's what they're trying to do. They're not. Everybody's got their hearts set on this Hollywood version of a gun grab. Tanks in the streets, military paratrooping in. They're coming in. They're going to kick in your door. No, in America of all places. Now look. They tried that shit in Iraq. Okay, who do you think we was at war with Iraq? Oh, insurgents. No. The news said insurgents. What they are in reality are citizens. People wearing sandals and tank tops, running around with AK-47s and shit. That's who the military was killing. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. There's no Taliban that they're out there fucking killing and shit, getting on the news telling you that they're saving the world. They're saving democracy from a bunch of bottom-feeding thugs halfway across the world. No. You guys believe that bullshit all you want to. But look, this is America. They're not going to come nationwide and go door to door and take your guns, how long do you think that would last? Even if they did, on the first day, how many firefights you think would happen? How many of those people would get killed? How many citizens would get killed? In the first day of a full nationwide gun confiscation, it would be hell. It would be hell unlike anything you've ever seen. They know that, and we know that. So what they're going to do is they're going to wean us into a position to where we will willfully give them up. They're already doing it. They've been doing it. Now you have people out there, particularly people on the left, are saying, give up your guns. You don't need them. You got politicians up there saying you don't need an AR-15. You don't need an AR-10. You don't need an AK-47. You don't need a magazine capable of firing off so many rounds. You don't need a bump stock. You don't need a machine gun. And here's the thing. They've been banning them little by little over the years. These people are very patient. Understand that. They're very, very patient. Little by little, they're just chipping at the block of your liberties. And we don't notice because it's just like aging. It's just like the bodybuilder. Okay, he looks at himself in the mirror, but he sees himself every day, or herself, or itself. We're in the 21st century. I got to remind myself that. They don't see the drastic changes right off the muscle. It's the outside people looking at you that notice it before you do. If you're trying to lose weight, you're looking at yourself, you're like, damn, I don't. But other people notice it before you do. It's like the person that wants to get all the tattoos and shit all over their body. One is never enough. You can't just get one. You got to get another one. Then you got to get another one and another one and another one and another one because you're just not fully satisfied. That's the way the human psyche works. They're already disarming us. They're doing it already. There's no reason in the world to think otherwise. But you have every reason in the world to see it that way. Because that's the truth. Look, you can't have a machine gun. You can't even have a bump stock. I mean, you can't buy so much ammo. You can't, I mean, they're doing it little by little by little by little by little. And eventually, probably not in our generation or the next, but eventually there won't be any guns. There won't be. Now, what can I say? What's going to happen after that? No. But according to conspiracy theorists, it's so they can have their tyranny. Okay, what do you mean they can have their tyranny? They already have their tyranny. The United States is a police state. What are you even talking about? People are standing off with police every single fucking day. Every day, people are getting shot by police. There's a war. It's a civil war. But see, what they're doing is the media likes to say, well, it's us against them. It's the left versus the right. Okay. But the last I checked, there wasn't a mass gathering of right-wingers in D.C., and then along comes across the street a mass flow of left-wingers, both sides carrying guns, both sides pointing them at each other, and both sides pulling the trigger. No, that's the narrative you're looking for, but that's not the realism, okay? It's not the realism. You're not going to see that, not anytime soon. Now, am I saying you're not going to see people gun each other down? No, I'm not saying that at all. It's already happening. Police are shooting civilians, civilians are shooting police, right-wingers are shooting left, left-wingers are shooting right. Hell, you got people opening up fire on politicians at softball games. Look, it's constant. And then not only that, you have mass shootings. You have school shootings. You have all this shit going on. Look, this country has been at war ever since it was born. Peace is just the breathing time between war. There's not going to be any peace. This utopian idea of everyone loving each other and accepting each other and getting... Are you crazy? No, that's not even realistic. I mean, shit, we're supposed to be at the top of the food chain. Well, we're not, but we're supposed to be. If we didn't have these guns running around in the wilderness and shit, that grizzly bear will show you real quick who the top of the food chain is. Think about it. Everything you've been told is a goddamn lie. Everything. It's just everything. The Big Bang Theory, God, evolution, dinosaurs. It's a fucking lie. Everything is a goddamn lie. Truth is, nobody knows shit. They map out this narrative. They give it to you. You accept it. And guess what? That's reality. And they put it in history books. They put it in science books. They put it on the news. They put it on TV. They put it in sitcoms. They put it in commercials. They put it in cartoons. They put everything. Everything we know in the 20th and the 21st century, everything we know comes from the airwaves. Everything. Shit, even Adolf Hitler, okay? Hitler is regarded as the most prominent speaker of all times. They didn't have advanced technology back then where they could push a button and reach millions of people. Propaganda was his greatest weapon, and it worked. We are all victims of propaganda. Each side thinking their side is better than the other and more right than the other. But here's the truth. Here's the stone cold truth. It's all lies. It's all fucking lies. Wake up. Dude, they're playing you. They're playing both sides of the spectrum. People that say, I only watch Fox News because they tell the truth. The same people that listen to CNN say the same thing about CNN. Regardless of the fact that both sides have been lying to us from day one, and it can be proven. They don't care. Nobody cares. Because it suits their way of thinking. It's all about how you think. That's the way it is. It's not reality. Everybody thinks Donald Trump's going to come in and save America. Save America from what exactly? Each other? Obama clearly thought that, and still thinks that the common people are not capable of thinking for themselves. So we must do the thinking for them. This was his words. He said that. We're not competent enough to make the appropriate decisions, which is why we need leaders like him and fucking George Soros and Donald Trump and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and all the rest of these idiots out there we're supposed to look up to because they have all the answers. Just look what's going on right now. If you're on the right, you can look at Joe Biden and say, this dude, there is no way. Who the hell would listen to him? People on the left, look at Trump. Look at this motherfucker. Look, just listen to the dumb shit he says. Who the hell would even listen to him? I'd rather listen to Joe Biden. He makes more sense. And yes, they think that. Yes, they believe that way. Even though we're sitting here on the other side looking at Joe Biden fumble to make a sentence to, make sense. He's making sense to somebody, obviously. When are you guys going to realize that you're all being played? And for those of you that say, I'm not taking that vaccine, yes, you will. When the day comes, it is passed and it is law, you will take it. Or you will, I don't know what you're going to do. You could fight them. What are you going to do? Shoot your way out of the house to go to fucking Walmart to get toilet paper? When they put that thing in full force and you're supposed to present a COVID vaccination ID and you don't have one, you've got two choices. You're going to obey their orders to get your ass back in the house, or they're going to arrest you. Or, you can be the good old patriot everybody likes to think themselves to be. Well, I'll just start shooting motherfuckers. Okay. We'll see how well that works out for you. The bottom line is they know there's going to be dissent. They know that. They're depending on it. They're counting on it. They want it to happen just as much as they want civil unrest in the streets. They want it. You know why they want it? Because then they can come in and take everything over, killing a whole bunch of people in the process, weeding out the undesirables or the deplorables or whatever the hell it is they conjure up. At one point, I've been waking up slowly but surely over the years. And I got to say, first part of the Trump presidency, I was thinking he's doing good shit. He's doing good shit. Good for him. He's doing good shit. Then I look at my life. Nothing's changed. Nothing's really changed. I mean, the world is still the world. My life is still my life. The necessities that I have to fulfill and have are still a necessity that needs to be fulfilled. I have to go to work, the same damn job. I got to punch the time clock in the same damn way. I get paid. I pay my bills. Everything is the same. Nothing is changing. Minimum wage might go up. Okay, that's nothing new. Inflation might happen. Gas prices might go up. Okay, that's nothing new. Gas prices might go down. That's nothing new. Nothing is changing. I don't give a shit who the president is. I don't care. The bottom line is the world is coming and it's changing and it's evolving, and you're either going to evolve and change with it or you're going to fucking die. That's it. That's just the way it works. That's how humans are going to be extinct eventually. Just like every other species on the planet that have gone extinct. These are species that could not adapt to the new way of the world, the new atmosphere, the new habitat, whatever. And humans are going to go extinct eventually. We're killing each other. We're polluting the world. I mean, in my eyes, in my opinion, humans are nothing more than a bad case of genital warts. Shit, that's all we are. And the earth will figure out a way to rid itself of the fleas that we are. Sorry. I hate to sound like that, and people are like, damn, Dan, that's pretty deep. Well, it is deep, but it's also real. You have to stop thinking the way they tell you to think. And everybody does. Even the people that claim they think for themselves. No. For the most part, you still think the way they tell you to think. And there's a reason. Okay, now I'm going to attack Fox News right now. I'm going to attack him straight up. Point them out for the cucks that they are. I don't care. If you think that Fox News is like Trump, he's an outsider, it's an outsider. No, it's not. It's still mainstream media, whether they want to admit it or not. It still caters to the right wing, just like CNN caters to the left wing. Birds of a feather flock together. Okay? And they're all owned by the same people. I don't care what mainstream media source you look at. Go look at the paper trail. Look at the owners. They all own them. The same major corporations own these news broadcast people. They own them. And let me tell you something. And it's already happened. You look at Megyn Kelly, okay? She was a beast at one point in time, right? Well, Newt Gingrich was let go. I quit listening to Fox News when he got fired for mentioning George Soros, who's also got a lot of stock in Fox News, in CNN, MSNBC, everything, you name it. All right? The bottom line is that propaganda is the most effective tool out there. It is more effective than a gun. It is more effective than a bomb. It is the bomb. It is the great deception. That's what it is. So do yourselves a favor. Stop thinking that you're going to revolt in such a way. Because look, as I said in the previous show, these militia members out there posing in their camos and their rifles and all this shit, thinking that they're going to do something. When it comes down to it, they might buck up a little bit. Hell, they might even fire a shot. But what do they have? What do they have that's even going to make? You're going to fight a civil war with an AR-15? When they got 50 caliber bullets, rocket launchers, bombs? That you're not going to win. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen that way. History's a lie. Don't let people tell you that people overcame and they fought and all that. Yeah, they probably bucked a little bit. But there are a lot of graves out there, a lot of graves of said people that bucked, okay? And you might be a bad motherfucker. You might be a Scarface. Yeah, when they come. But look what happened to Scarface. Shit. And these were just fucking cartel lapdogs. These were hungry people that were willing to do whatever it took just to get paid. It's the same damn thing. I think the movie Scarface had a significant meaning. Embrace the American dream, get on top, get mowed down. Because they don't want you on top. And that's the way it is. Sorry. So, for all of you out there that say, I will not comply, I'm not going to get the vaccine, I'm not going to be chipped, I'm here to tell you now, Yes, you will. You will do it unless you plan on leaving the planet or buying a yacht and living out in the middle of the ocean somewhere. I mean, other than that, you will. They will make your life that miserable. They're not going to force you. Hell no, they can't force you, because if they did, they'd be in trouble. But what they can do is they could tweak the system. They can tweak your way of life. They can make it to where you can't walk into any grocery store. You can't even order shit. You can't walk into a grocery store. You can't go to an amusement park. You can't do anything without this COVID-19 vaccination card. And that is what's in the works. Contact tracing, it's all in the works. All you got to do is look up UK, look up blog writers in the UK, look up local news in the UK. Look what's going on. They're not telling you that in the United States. Hell no. They got you too distracted on who the fucking president's going to be. And that doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter who the president's going to be. Doesn't matter. Shit. Ain't going to stop nothing. You're still going to have tyrants in your state level. Look at California. Look at that dickhead. He's actually going to go above and beyond to make sure you guys don't have a good Thanksgiving this year. I mean, shit. And meanwhile, what's the president going to do about it? Well, he can make a phone call and he can say, please, sir, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not right. Yeah, well, I'm the governor and you're sitting up there and, you handle national and international crises and things like that, and I'll run my state and you just shut the fuck up. I mean, that's the way it is. I hate to tell you that, and I know I sound like, to some people that have all this hope for the future, it's biblical. For all you Christians out there, it's biblical. It's going to happen, okay? Now, if it doesn't happen, then that means right there that you can slam your Bible shut, put them back up on the shelf where they stay most of the time anyway, and collect even more dust than they already do anyway. It's biblical. It's going to happen. You're going to be chipped. That's just the way it is. You're not going to be able to buy food. You're not going to be able to trade. You're not going to be able to do anything unless you have this chip. That's what's coming. Okay? Now, they've already done this with our animals. The RFID chip, they did it with the animals, and they put these commercials out there all over for you to see. Got this lonely old woman out there in a walker. It's so heartbreaking. She can barely walk, and she's crying, Schlitzie! Can't find her Schlitzie because some dickhead took her. And now, here comes the solution to it all. Get your animals chipped. We put a $12 trillion satellite in the sky to protect your little Schlitzie. Yeah, you believe that shit? I got a real nifty bridge going right over Abilene. I'll sell you today for $15. It's all yours. You think that shit was invented just for animals? No, it was tested on animals. Just like everything else we have. From shampoo to everything else. It's tested on animals. Tested for human interaction, human consumption. You're going to be chipped. Now, maybe not in this generation, but they're already prepping us for it. Which is why you should stop letting your kids watch cartoons. I know the little badasses get on your nerves, but send them outside and shit. Send them out in the backyard. Let them bang two sticks together. Buy them a sandbox. Let them make some sand castles. Let them climb trees. Let them do anything but sit in front of that fucking TV, just soaping up all that indoctrinating bullshit. And everybody knows they do. I mean, everybody. It's not a conspiracy theory anymore. 99.8, I would say 8. Pretty generous. I would say 9, but then people would say, oh, that's a conspiracy theory. I'd say 99.8% of conspiracy theories have proven to be true over the course of time. Okay? You remember when the 9/11 naysayers were coming out? You know who coined the term conspiracy theories? The CIA. And that's the honest to God truth. And it's just, and that's, used to describe people that cannot accept reality and that there has to be some underlying purpose behind it all. There is. But you remember when 9/11 happened? It was like all these naysayers out there were called conspiracy theorists. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, these architects, the people that understand buildings, understand controlled demolition, came out and said there's absolutely no way a fucking plane caused 2 buildings and a building that went untouched to collapse demolition style. There's no way that there could be no plane wreckage found in these buildings at all due to such hot shit, but we find pristine passports of the hijackers. And people believe it. People still believe it. People still believe it. Not a single one of those hijackers lived or ever had been in Iraq. Not once. But we end up in Iraq, killing off all the citizens that refuse to give up their guns. That's all it was. I don't even understand why you people don't understand that. Y'all, and that's one reason why I like Trump. One of the only reasons, besides the fact that he's a dickhead that says what's on his mind. But the other reason that I like him is because he's not a warmonger. He didn't want us to go to another war. Good. That's respectable. I love that. But we get another warmonger into office. We're going to end up overseas, killing more innocent people. And then the news is going to get up there, and they're going to say what brave soldiers these people are. They're so brave. They're going over there and they're fighting for your freedoms. Meanwhile, the politicians are taking your freedoms right here and right now. It's going to be pretty hard for the governor of California to get up there and say a prayer for the fallen soldiers that fought so hard to protect your freedom while he's taking your freedom, isn't it? Shit. You guys better open your fucking eyes, man. It's already too late. We're already at the dawn of time. Whew, man. All right. So, that being said, I'm going to end this transmission because the coffee has definitely kicked in now. The time is 11:07 and it's blasting at me, which tells me I need to step outside and look around because those are my mystical numbers. Everywhere I go, I see 11:07. I don't know what it means. Been seeing it for years and have never been able to figure it out. So, here's what I want you guys to do. Again, if you guys like metal music, you're going to love Metal Mayhem. Tune in tonight at 11 p.m. for the hardest fucking metal show ever to tear up the airwaves. You're going to have some crude commentary, forbidden commercials, all kinds of good shit coming your way. Stupid news on the hour of the first part of the segment. Be sure to like, tag, and share. And if you want to, you could tap on the link and sign in and join us in the live chat. You can give us all your input on what you think is going on. And not just Metal Mayhem, but any show that I do. So, you guys take care of yourselves. Have yourselves a blessed day. Try not to be too down. It's going to all be over. We're all here for a very short period of time. So, that's the brighter side of the coin. Until then, I will see you guys on the next segment. and here's my word of encouragement today. Don't piss against the wind.